Hello everyone, this is Angie at Stampin' with Amore, and today I have another treat holder to share with you. This one's a pretty quick and easy one. You still need your big shot for this. And yes, again, I am using the Jar of Love bundle, the stamp set with the framelits, and I can't help myself. I'm sorry. But these are so adorable, and I am having so much fun with this set that I just had to create another treat holder. So this is what I'm sharing today. I hope you enjoy it, and let's go ahead and get started. What you're going to need for this project is a piece of Whisper White, and this piece is 11 by 3. You're going to need a piece to mat it, and this is our new Pop of Pink. It's double-sided, our designer series paper, and actually I really wanted to use this paper, and that's how this treat holder became a treat holder, because I've really been wanting to use this paper. So this piece is 10 2 3/4, and then this is 3/4 by 2 3/4. So this is our top flat piece. So that's all you're going to need. So what I want to do is, and I'm going to show you again, some of you who don't follow me, this is the stamp set that I'm using. It's a Stampin' Up! Jar of Love. I'm using the large jar this time. And so these are the framelits that coordinate with it. And you can see it's a great bargain if you buy the bundle because you get 10% off, and look at all the framelits and pieces that you get, stamps you get with this set. You can do this one of two ways. You can go ahead and score both pieces and then put it together, or you can just attach your matte piece and then score it, and that's what I'm going to do today. So let's go ahead, and I'm using my fast fuse. I have a couple here, but one of them's out, so let's see if I can. I just loaded one up. There we go. So use a double-sided adhesive. You can see how strong this is, and I really love this for that, especially for box making. All right, so let's just be sure you put the mat all the way to the very bottom, and you have equal amounts of Whisper White showing on both sides. So you want to center this. Hopefully, because this piece is long, you really need to pay attention and kind of look over it. It's kind of hard for me to. All right, so there it is. Let me grab my scoring tool here, my trimmer. And we're going to score this. Now the first score mark we're going to score is at 1 inch. So it should come right to that designer series paper right there. So then 1 inch, and then 5.5, and then 6.5. And that is it for our scoring. Now we're ready to mat this top piece. First I'm going to use my corner rounder, and I'm going to round the corners here. I just like the way it looks with the corners rounded. You don't have to round the corners. And then I'm also going to round the corners on my piece of designer series paper here. I'm just going to round the bottom corners. And then we're ready to attach it. Again, we'll use the fast fuse. And just line your edges up. Okay, now we're ready to stamp. I'm just going to fold this with my fingers. And you want to stamp on this side. This is the front side. And I'm going to use the large jar, and I'm going to use some Stays-On ink for this. I just like the way the Stays-On looks on here. It's very bold and sharp looking, so that's why I chose the Stays-On for this. And we are stamping on designer series paper. Now you want to stamp towards the bottom. Just leave maybe 1/4 of an inch, and then center it and stamp. And I hold it down just for a minute to make sure we get a really good image. And look how pretty that is. So cute. I just love this. All right, so I'm going to also, while I have this out, I'm going to use my archival black, and I'm going to stamp the lid because I'm going to bring the big shot up here and show you how to cut the little window part out. All these pieces are included in the bundle. So I'm going to just stamp that. All right, so let's set this aside, and I'm going to bring the big shot up now. Okay, so for this, you are going to use, your magnetic platform, then your bottom plate, and we're going to just put that on here. And we're only cutting out the middle, so we only use this framelit this time. So we're going to set that in the middle here. Make sure it's right. Put our other plate on top, and then we'll send it through. And then you will have your little window cut out. I didn't do that exactly straight, but you really need to look over the top of it, but it's okay. It's going to be fine. All right, so for the lid, we're going to do the same. We're going to use our little framelit to cut this out. When your lid plates are warped, sometimes it's hard to keep it in place. And sometimes I just use a little bit of washi tape if you have to. I really need to get some new plates actually, but I want it to be right, so there we go. So then let's run that through. And then we'll have our little lid. Isn't that cute? All right, let's move this out of the way and get on with this. All right, so now Stampin' Up! Has come out with a really cute little bag, and there are these little cellophane bags, but they're 2x8s. So this is a new size for them. And what you're going to do is you're going to cut off the top, and you're going to cut off 3.5 inches off the top so that your bag is smaller like this. I already went and did that, and I filled it with candy so I can show you real quick. So you're going to line that up in the center where the little window is. I'm just using a piece of Scotch tape, and I'm going to just, this piece isn't really big enough. Cut one big enough so that it covers the hole so the candy don't fall out. And then your candy will show through like that. So let's go ahead and attach our lid. And then I'm going to bring my crocodile up here because I'm going to punch through all 4 layers, actually 6 layers. And I'm going to cut 1 inch from each side, so I'm going to just mark it here with my pencil. And then I'm going to punch it. If you don't have this, just punch each layer out separately if you don't have one of these. I just happen to have one, and it does make it super quick and easy. So let me see where my other dot is. Okay, so you see how quick and easy that is to get it through all of these. So I'm going to grab some of our 1/8 inch ribbon, and I'm going to cut a little bit of it. It's so much easier if you put a little point on here to get the ribbon through. Line up your hole. There we go. And do the same on this side. And you just need enough to be able to tie a bow. I'm going to give myself a little extra. And then we're ready. I'm going to set it aside for a second and stamp our sentiment here. Now the sentiment's from one of our new stamp sets. It's called Ready to Pop. This actually is part of a bundle with our popcorn box, and I'll be demonstrating that soon. It's super cute. And so I'm using the Enjoy off of this. And I'm going to stamp it in Melon Mambo because that's the color that this pop of pink has in it. So let me grab that. I'm going to use the 1-inch hole punch to punch this out. Grab my 1/8 inch hole punch and put a little hole at the top here. And then we're going to be ready to string it through our ribbon here. And I'm just going to go ahead and tie a bow here. I'm going to trim the ends of the ribbon. And there you have it. Isn't that adorable? I love these little, and these are super easy and very quick to make. So everyone, I hope you enjoyed the project. If you need any supplies to create this yourself, go to my blog. It's stampingwithamore.com. You can shop right online. And until the next video, I will see you later. Have a blessed day, everyone. Bye.